Hi everybody, welcome to Music Moves for Piano, Book 3, Unit 15B. Today we're going to go ahead and finish up everything that we have left in Unit 15, starting with some tonal patterns in major tonality. But to get major tonality in our heads, let's sing the Royal Guards, which was our song to sing from last time. Bum, ba, bum, sing with me. Ba, bum, ba, 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 bum, ba, 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 bum, ba, 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 bum, ba, bum. You go ahead and sing the root harmony on do, do, while I sing the melody again. Bum, ba, bum, sing on do, ba, bum, ba, 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 bum, ba, 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 bum, ba, 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 bum, ba, bum. I'm going to sing some tonal patterns in major. Now we're going to start to combine tonic, subdominant, and dominant patterns, just putting all of these together. So I'm going to sing groups of 2 patterns. You just sing them back. We're all on neutral syllables today. Do, sol, mi, do, ti, do. Bum, 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 bum. 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 I know those were a little bit all over the place, but that's part of the idea. I'm starting to try to help you hear things that are outside of just bum, 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 bum. Something that stretches each of those chords just a little bit. So if those were not really easy for you to echo, then please come back to that throughout these couple of weeks. Just take note, rewind a little bit, take note of how many minutes and how many seconds that was, and start there every day for a few days until those become easy to echo. And we're going to do a little bit of moving in triple meter. Do-da-dee-do, move with me please. And chant macro beats on do. Do, do, do. Micro beats. Do-da-dee, 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 do-da-dee. I'll chant micro beats, you chant divisions. Do-da-dee, 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 switch. Do-da-da-da-dee-da, 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 do-da-da-da-dee-da. I'd like for you to chant some rest patterns. I will chant some micro beats. 1 pattern. Ready, chant. Do-da-dee, 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 do-da-dee. 2 patterns. If there's one of you on the other side of the camera, you'll chant 2 patterns in a row. If there are 2 of you on the other side of the camera, one will chant a pattern, the other will chant micro beats, then you'll switch. So do, da, dee, do, ready, chant. 1, 2. I'm going to sing a song called Old Castle. I'd like for you to think of the tonality for this song. And the creative movement for this song is to pretend that you're scared as you move quietly in a dark old castle. Pum, ba, 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 pum, ba, 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 bum, ba, 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 bum, pum, ba, 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 pum, ba, 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 bum, ba, bum, bum. So think of the tonality of this song. It's in minor tonality. Let's go ahead and come to the keyboard. Pull your bench out, check your distance, sit nice and tall. So we're going to look at the harmonic minor cadences on page 46. We have lots of things to do with this. So we're going to read through these together and then do all of this together. So minor triads. In minor tonality, I know it says harmonic minor tonality in the book for, we could talk about it, I won't talk about it, we're going to keep going. The triads for the cadence, 1 to 4, are minor. So when we use our harmonic minor scale, the triads for the cadence, tonic to dominant, tonic to subdominant, are minor. The harmonic minor dominant triad is made major because we use mi, si, ti instead of mi, so, ti. So tonic, la, do, mi, subdominant, re, fa, la. Dominant, the minor, mi, so, ti, is made major by singing mi, si, ti. So tonic, we have a minor triad. Subdominant, we have a minor triad. And dominant is a major triad. So for minor, tonic, and dominant, choose any piano key, say the letter name, and call it La. For example, G is La. La is the resting tone for harmonic minor tonality. Use the selected La to play tonic, dominant, tonic arpeggios. So we play a G minor triad for tonic. And then whatever our dominant note is, La, do, mi, in this case it's a D. You play a major triad on that note. Mi, si, ti, la, do, mi, la. So you put it all together. Minor, major, dominant, minor, tonic. So go ahead, if you didn't play that with me just now, go ahead and play the tonic, dominant, tonic arpeggios when G is La. And then we're going to play these arpeggios on 6 different piano keys. So say the letter name of each harmonic minor tonic. For example, E is La. So let's play our tonic, dominant, tonic arpeggios when E is La. E is La. We find our tonic. Notice La, do, mi is going to be our dominant. So mi, si, ti. Major, B major will be our dominant triad. So E minor to B major. Let's go ahead and play those. If you didn't play with me just now, go ahead and play those. For the next, I'm going to do 2 more with you, and then I'd like for you to do 3 on your own. So let's do F is La. So F minor. And then we're going to have La, do, mi. C is mi, so C major is going to be your dominant chord. Here we go. others. So pick, no, we just did 2. Yes, because I want to make you do one that starts on a black key. All right, so we're going to do A flat minor, which is the same as G sharp minor. So A flat minor, G sharp minor. Notice La, Do, Mi. So we have either D sharp or E flat major. It's going to be our dominant chord, and then we're back. Let's play those. By the way, I keep going down just as a matter of habit. You can easily go up for dominant, especially if that's easier for you to find because the dominant note is already in your left thumb and your right pinky. And that note you can kind of shift on to get to the dominant chord and then go back. So that is totally fine to do. In fact, that would probably be more helpful for going to the subdominant, which is what we're going to do next. So go ahead and play in 3 other keys. Now we're going to look at minor, tonic, and subdominant. So tonic triad is going to be minor. The subdominant triad, built on the 4th note of the scale, La, Do, Mi, La, Ti, Do, Re, 1, 2, 3, 4, is going to be our subdominant. So choose any piano key, say the letter name and call it La. For example, F is La. Use the selected La to play tonic, subdominant, tonic arpeggios. And then La, Ti, Do, Re. You're going to have a minor triad built then on B flat. That's going to be your subdominant. And then you go back to your original. Let's go ahead and play those. So F minor to B flat minor and back. So remember, if you have your pentascale, that note is going to be already under your ring finger in your right hand or under your pointer index finger in your left hand. Let's go ahead and play in 2 other keys together, and then I'd like for you to do 4 more. All right, so we're going to play tonic, dominant, tonic arpeggios on 6 different piano keys. Say the letter name of each harmonic minor tonic. For example, F sharp is La. Let's do it. So F sharp minor, that means La, Ti, Do, Re. B minor is going to be our subdominant. So F sharp minor to B minor. Here we go. Go ahead and play. And let's pick one more. Let's do E flat minor. So E flat, that means La, Ti, Do, Re. A flat minor is going to be your subdominant. So E flat minor to A flat minor. Let's try it. Go ahead and find those 2 chords before you start. And let's play. This is why we've been practicing and practicing and practicing all these different minor triads. So you can just say, oh yeah, A flat minor. No problem. E flat minor, got this. F sharp minor, good to go. So you can just go quickly through these. So go ahead and play your tonic, subdominant tonic arpeggios on 6 different piano keys. Go ahead and find those. If you're having trouble getting through this, that's no problem. We will look at this together at the group class check-in. If you're speeding through, that's great too. Now, the ultimate challenge and the most cool sound is the minor tonic, subdominant, and dominant arpeggios. So choose any piano key, say the letter name and call it La. Use the selected La to play tonic, subdominant, dominant tonic arpeggios. So play those on 6 different piano keys. Say the letter name of each harmonic minor tonic. So we're going to start with A is La, just to get our feet wet. So A is going to be, A minor will be our tonic chord. Then we find la, ti, do, re. There's our subdominant. D minor will be our subdominant chord. And then la, ti, do, re, mi. The very next note up in the scale. E major will be our dominant. So A minor, tonic, D minor, subdominant, E major, dominant, and then back to A minor. So when you put it all together, such a cool sound. Go ahead and find those chords. And if you didn't play it just now, go ahead and play with me. So let's find this on 2 other piano keys, and then you can find 3 by yourself. So let's use the example in here. B flat is la. Ooh. Okay, so B flat minor is our tonic. Go ahead and play the pentascale. So re, la, re. E flat minor will be our subdominant. And then mi is F. F major will be our dominant. So B flat minor to E flat minor to F major. Let's go ahead and play those. If you did not play with me just now, go ahead and play those. And one more. Let's do F sharp minor again, just cuz. So we find F sharp minor. Go ahead and play the pentascale. F sharp minor is our tonic. B minor will be our subdominant. And then C sharp major will be our dominant. So go ahead and find with me F sharp minor. And then which happens to be B minor. Happens to be C sharp major, and then we'll go back. Let's play those as arpeggios. If you didn't play with me just now, go ahead and play those. And you get to find the tonic, subdominant, dominant, tonic arpeggios in 3 other keys. So go ahead and do that. Again, if you're having trouble with any of this, we will absolutely look at it together. Every day, you get to practice part of this. Now, you do not have to play the tonic, dominant, tonic arpeggios, and the tonic, subdominant, tonic arpeggios, and the tonic, subdominant, dominant, tonic arpeggios on 6 different keys every day. That's just a little much. So, here's what I would do. One day, do the tonic and dominant arpeggios on 6 different keys. The next day, do your tonic subdominant on 6 different keys. The third day, do tonic subdominant dominant tonic arpeggios, so the bottom one, on 6 different keys. And then the next day, go back to your tonic and dominant. So you're just cycling through those 3 projects. Hopefully, you can get through each of those at least 3 times by the time you're ready to watch the next video. Maybe 4, depending on how many days you're able to practice. Hey. So that is the big assignment for this week. Everything else is pretty small. We have a little bit of review, but that's the big thing. So spend some significant time with that this week. And hey, if you want to go through all of those 6 different keys every day, awesome. But just that's our big thing we're focusing on. Over on the left side, for keyboard geography and technique, we've just got this little thing, play 2 major triads in 3 positions. So this is just helping us review our 3 different positions of major triads. So we can play C major, and then our first inversion, second inversion, do it on the other hand, first inversion, think about that fingering, middle finger in the middle, pointer finger in the middle for second inversion. We could do it on E flat, first inversion, pointer finger in the middle, second inversion, middle finger in the middle, middle finger in the middle, middle finger in the middle, pointer finger in the middle for the left hand. So you're practicing versions and getting that fingering really cemented in your mind. So go ahead and play 2 major triads in 3 positions now. And you'll continue to practice that throughout these couple of weeks as well. Looking at the exploration, creativity, improvisation, we're doing number 1, audiate a meter and a rhythm pattern. Improvise 2 phrases in harmonic minor tonality based on the tonic and dominant chord tones. So we could be in E minor. You can move to your dominant chord, or you can like so you can be in that same position, or you can move to a different position. Probably keeping it in the same position will be easier. A meter and a rhythm pattern. Do dee do da dee do da dee do. So I did something like that. So tonic, tonic, dominant, tonic. You can do it in any order that you'd like. Just make sure that you go back and forth at some point between your tonic and dominant chord tones. Go ahead and play something. Every day, go ahead and do a new one of those. I forgot last time to do the improv activities that were not in the book, so I'm going to pull that one in. There was just one that we were going to do in Unit 15A that I forgot. So it should be fun, I think. So we're going to chant the rhythm patterns of a familiar song from Book 2, improvise a new melody with the same rhythm patterns. So I thought we would do hot cross buns. So we certainly did minor hot cross buns in part of Book 2. So go ahead and chant the rhythm pattern with me. Do, day, do, ready, chant. Do, day, do, day, do. Do-ta, day-ta, do-ta, day-ta, do, day, do. So go ahead and improvise a new melody. Let's do A major. Since we've spent so much time on A major recently. Do, day, do, ready, play. Do, day, do. Do-ta, day-ta, do-ta, day-ta, do, day, do. Then if you want, you can combine that with the thing that we just did in the book, use the tonic chord and something from the dominant chord. So for example, you could do something like this. Do, day, do, day, do. Do, day, do. If you want, you can play it again. So in that case, you could do tonic, tonic, dominant, tonic. You could do dominant. That's tonic, dominant, dominant, tonic. So you could combine it. So go ahead and try that. Now we're going to do a couple of things in some different meters. We're going to move in triple meter. This is just helping us to practice repeating rhythm patterns. So I'd like for you to chant a 4 macro beat rhythm pattern in triple meter and then play the same rhythm pattern 4 times on 1 key. Okay, so you chant a pattern and then you're going to play it 4 times on 1 key. Let's slow this down just a little bit. Do, da, dee, do, ready, chant. 1 key, 1. 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to do exactly the same thing in duple meter. You'll chant any rhythm pattern and then you're going to play it 4 times in a row on 1 key. Do, day, do, ready, chant. 1 key. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to do the same thing back to triple meter, but I'm going to give you a rhythm pattern. Okay, not the same thing. Just kidding. I didn't read my notes correctly. So you're going to chant a rhythm pattern that I give you, echo it back, play it on one key, then you're going to improvise a smooth sounding idea by knocking this rhythm pattern on any piano keys. So can you be smooth as you go from one hand to the other hand? Then answer your idea using the same rhythm pattern or a different rhythm pattern. Okay, so echo with your voice, play on one key. I'll give you a couple of beats to get yourself ready. Knock the rhythm pattern on some keys in a smooth idea, and then answer your idea with the same rhythm pattern or a different one. Do da dee do, echo me please. Do da dee do, da dee do, do da dee do, da dee do. One key. Da dee do, da dee do. Get ready to play. Do da dee do, da dee do, and answer. Now let's do some review. We're going to go ahead and look all the way back at Unit 5. So looking at Unit 5, we're going to finish this up today. So Polish folk song is our first thing that we're looking at in Unit 5. Actually, it's going to be the only thing we're looking at in Unit 5 because in our last unit, we already finished up the tonic, subdominant, tonic when Do is D and La is D. So for Polish folk song, today we're chanting the rhythm pattern, we're doing all of that, and the tonal pattern. Go ahead and play this with me. Do da dee do, play with me. Do da dee do. So go ahead and chant that rhythm pattern with me. Do ta da dee do da, do ta dee ta do da. Do ta da dee do da, do ta dee ta do da. If you didn't get that the first time, that's fine. Go ahead and chant it now. Let's perform the rhythm pattern. We play that on one key. Ready, play. Do ta da dee do da, do ta dee ta do da. Do ta da dee do da, do ta dee ta do da. You didn't play that with me just now. Go ahead and play that on one key. And then create with the rhythm pattern. So we can stay in E minor, that's fine. We can go to something else, but we want to use that rhythm pattern. The same thing we just did for hot cross buns. Use that rhythm pattern to create something else. Something. If you play in the same key, it's probably going to end up sounding a little bit similar. So go ahead and play something. It can be in any key. It can be with any notes. You can do something totally not tonal. So you can choose what you want to do. Think about how your patterns that you're creating are relating to each other. Think about how you can use contrast, repetition, and variation to make something that is cohesive with itself. So something that makes a little bit of sense as a piece as you improvise. Go ahead and do that. By all means, please ask me for any questions you have about that. If you have something that you really liked how it sounded, see if you can record it or play something similar to that when you have your check-in. Now let's go ahead and do the tonal pattern. So we're going to start by singing the melodic pattern. So all of the syllables in rhythm. Do da dee do. Sing with me. La do mi mi ti re do ti la mi. La do mi mi ti re do ti that, go ahead and practice that. Now we're going to take this and turn this melodic pattern into a tonal pattern. So thinking about that first pattern, La, Do, Mi, Ti, Re. Remember that we take out all of our repeated notes and the rhythm consequently. So La, Do, Mi, Ti, Re is going to be our tonal pattern for that. Go ahead and sing that with me. La, Do, Mi, Ti, Re. Then the next pattern we're going to talk about a little bit. So if we took Mi, Re, Do, Ti, La, Mi, just turn that into a straight tonal pattern, it would sound like Mi, Re, Do, Ti, La, Mi. But if we think about it on a little deeper level with our deeper structure, we could hear from Mi, Re, Do, Ti. We could hear Re and Do as passing tones from Mi to Ti, which would make our tonal pattern Mi, Ti, La, Mi, Mi, Ti, La, Mi. So go ahead and sing that with me for our second pattern. Mi, Ti, La, Mi. When we get to the second half of the song, our first pattern for the second half is going to be the same. La, Do, Mi, Ti, Re. Sing that with me. La, Do, Mi, Ti, Re. And then we get to that ending one, we're going to use the same logic that we did for the second pattern. So, Mi, Re, Do, Ti, Do, La becomes Mi, Ti, Do, La. Go ahead and sing that pattern. Mi, Ti, Do, La. Let's sing the tonal pattern of the whole song. We're using this deeper structure tonal pattern. Here we go. La, Do, Mi, Ti, Re, Mi, Ti, La, Mi. La, Do, Mi, Ti, Re, Mi, Ti, Do, La. Can you play that on the piano? Same way that we just sang it. Pattern 1, 2, 3, and 4. La, Do, Mi, Ti, Re, Mi, Ti, La, Mi. La, Do, Mi, Ti, Re, Mi, Ti, Do, La. When you create with that, you add any kind of rhythm, anything that comes to mind that feels like it works. That's in duple meter. Just something that uses our tonal pattern. So go ahead and create something with that tonal pattern and let me know if you're having trouble with any of this. If you're just coming in after a while, we haven't done much with this deeper structure tonal pattern thing. So we'll be doing more of this in the future. If you're totally confused as to what we did and why and how, that's okay. No worries. All right, go ahead and create something with that tonal pattern. That's it for Unit 5. In Unit 6, we get to start reviewing the major triads. This is on page 20. Remember, we have our categories. We have white, 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 so our C major, F major, and G major, they're all on white keys. We have our white, black, white, A major, D major, and E major. Our white, black, white ones, we have black, white, black, A flat, D flat, and E flat. And then we have our oddballs, B major, B flat major, and G flat major. So if these are super easy for you, you're having no trouble whatsoever, it's like, oh yeah, I can just play these. Then do the random note thing where you close your eyes. Okay, I ended up here on a B flat. Then just play your B flat major triad, or you can play it this way, or you can play it this way. Whatever you want to do is fine. but just land yourself on a random note. A major. Random note. Hey, that's A again. There we go. A flat. B flat. B flat. There we go. I like it. B flat again. So just give yourself some random keys. If you're not that fast at doing the major triads, then take some time and review these by categories. So practice the white, white, white major triads. Just go back and forth from one of them to the other. C major, F major, G major. Just get really good at playing the C major triad. Play the F major triad. Play the G major triad. F major, G major. Or you can do the arpeggio, solid triads. So get really good at the categories, the white, white, white ones, and then spend a lot of time with the white, black, white ones. So that's a couple ways to practice depending on your comfort level at this point with the major triads. We'll tailor that again when we get to the next unit and review Unit 6 again. Dutch folk dance. Let's take a moment and review both the melody and the accompaniment for this. So this is in E major. Let's play our tonic, dominant, tonic arpeggios when E is do. Do, do, so, do. Melody starts on do. Do da dee do, here I go. So remember we have this little turnaround. I think I'm a little slow here. There we go, that's a better tempo. And go ahead and play, if you can, just play the melody with me. If not, go ahead and listen and then you can practice. Do-da-dee-do, play if you can. Now, go ahead and practice that if you need to. Now listen to the accompaniment. For our tonic, we do do and so. Dominant, we do T and so. If you're ready, you can just play with me. Otherwise, go ahead and listen to where those chord changes happen. Bum, 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 play or listen. Go ahead and practice that if you need to. And then play hands together. You can go ahead and practice that if you need to. Then let's go ahead and chant the rhythm pattern. This is the rhythm pattern of just the melody. Do-da-dee-do, chant with me. Do-dee-do-da-dee-do, do-dee-do-do-dee-do-do. Do-dee-do-da-dee-do, do-dee-do-do-do. Go ahead and play that rhythm on one key and then create something new, thinking about, if you can, your elements of variation, repetition, and contrast. Go ahead and do those. Mark down those 3 rhythm pattern things for Dutch folk dance. And last but not least, in Unit 6, we're going to review the tonic, subdominant tonic stuff in C major and A minor. So take a little bit of time just to practice the cadence. Sing the syllables. Do, mi, sol, la, fa, do, mi, sol, do. Play 1-4-5-1. Do, mi, sol, la, fa, do, ti, re, so, mi, do. We talked about this. There are a whole variety of ways that you could do this, but probably the easiest will be just to do the 3-note version of the 5 chord. That's ti, re, so. go ahead and review all of those things. And then today we're adding the left hand roots. So play all of that in C major. If you have not done many of those, then just do some of them. It's fine. We can pick up the rest of them later, but just know we're not going to spend more video time on this. So you can absolutely do these across both Unit 15B and then also in Unit 6. 15B, that's where we are. Yep. And then also in Unit 16B when we come back to review Unit 6, but I'm not going to spend more video time on it. Then for the arpeggios, go ahead and play them just separated. Play connected. Sing syllables, which is the roots. Do, do, fa, do. And then this time we're adding 1, 4, 5, 1. Do, fa, sol. We just did in minor, but this is in major. Go ahead and play those things in C major. And then we're doing all the same things when A is La. In each hand, you're going to play them separated and connected. Sing the syllables. La, do, mi, fa, re, la, la, do, mi, la. You're going to play 1, 4, 5, 1. La, do, mi, fa, re, la, si, ti, mi, mi, do, la. I think it's about as low as I can sing. And then today we're going to add the left hand roots, just for tonic and subdominant. If you want, you can do the left hand roots for 1, 4, 5, 1. So go ahead and play as much of that melodic cadence as you can do comfortably right now in A minor. And then same thing with the arpeggios. Sing the syllables, that's the roots. And then, look, 1, 4, 5, 1 in minor. You've just done this in a whole bunch of different minor keys. No sweat. So go ahead and play as much of that as you can do in A minor. By the way, if you finished Unit 5 just now, go ahead and put the sticker on the cover or mark off Unit 5. Make sure you have 18 numbers written on the front. This does not have 20 units in this book. We have 18, and that's all for today. So here are your assignments. Assignment number 1, you're going to listen to audio tracks 31 and 32 for the audio tracks that go with this book. So number 1, audio tracks 31 to 32. Number 2, on page 46 for your keyboard skills, you're doing the harmonic minor cadences on the right side of the page, and number 3 over on the left side of the page. So this side, harmonic minor cadences, and also number 3 over here. Assignment 3, improv, page 46, left side, number 1. And then 4, we're going to do in the back of the book, we're going to go back to this rhythm pattern project, and I'm going to give you some different tracks to do this with. So this is on page 60 for the rhythm pattern project. I'd like for you to do projects 1 and 2 with any track of your choice from 21 to 29. Those are all rhythm pattern tracks. Track 21 to 29, any of your choice. You can do the same track every day. You can do different tracks every day, but at least do this project several times throughout the next couple of weeks. So rhythm pattern project, page 60, projects 1 and 2, any tracks from 21 to 29. That's all. Thank you very much for joining me for Music Moves for Piano, Book 3, Unit 15B, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Thanks. Bye.